A lot of things I make around here quickly becomes family favorites. I mean, I've made several items around here. People are like, you need to make that again. Gotta have that. One of the family favorites is this Bacon Cheeseburger Cheese Dip that I actually make on top of the Blackstone Griddle. Super easy, really easy to put together. And this can be done in an oven or even on a pellet grill like right over here. But if you want to do it on the griddle, if you want to do it on that Blackstone, like if you're camping or the power's out and you have that Blackstone to cook on, you can have some delicious cheese dip just like this. So speaking of that Blackstone, go on and fire up that Blackstone and get that thing heating up, because we got a little bit of prep to do and then we're going to get cooking a cheese dip. Now the prep is fairly simple and straightforward. We have some green onions here. I'm going to cut the ends of them all off here. And just come in here and just cut them. I'm going to put a little, like a slant cut on them. Make them a little fancy. There we go. I think that'll be enough right there. Let's get these into a dish if we don't sling them everywhere. There we go. Green onions are cut. Pretty quick, huh? Speaking of onions, though, we have this bad boy here. Red, purple, yellow onion, whatever kind you want to use it. I'm going to use, well, honestly, it looks purple to me, but they call it red, so whatever you want to call it, grab one of these. And I'm going to go in here and we're just going to cut the ends off of it, peel it, and then we're going to come in here. We're just going to give it a good dice. So now we just want to dice it all up. I personally think I'm just going to use half an onion in this for right now. That's a lot of onion right there. I think that'll be enough. Let's grab us a bowl and we'll get that onion in there. Just like that. Let's talk cheeses. You gotta have cheese if you can make a cheese dip or a cheeseburger. I have a Pepperjack cheese here. Where'd my knife go? There it is. I'm losing stuff already. And I'm gonna use this whole block of Pepperjack. So I'm just gonna come in here and just cube it up. Now, what I have found when doing cheese dips on the Blackstone, on the griddle, don't so matters as much when you're using an oven or a grill, but cut this into smaller pieces. It makes it easier for it to melt and just makes the whole process quicker. So yeah, just come in here and just cut it up into small pieces. Don't have to be symmetrical, don't have to be perfect, just smaller pieces. So once you get that block all cut up, we will add it to the pan right here. You can go ahead and put your cheeses in the pan. Let's grab up some sharp cheddar. Gotta have that cheddar cheese. And with the cheddar, you want to do it pretty much the same way as that Pepperjack. And now just add that to the pan. Now, need that Velveeta. Good old Velveeta. Thing is, I'm not going to use this entire block of Velveeta. I'm only going to use about half of it. And pretty much do it the same exact way we did them block cheeses. This will actually melt a little bit easier than that block cheese. Well, just because it's Velveeta. That's what it does. So take it and just throw it in the pan as you cut it up. And there you go. All your cheeses are now in the pan. Now, to this pan of cheese, we're going to add 1 can of drained Rotel. That's probably the hardest prep right there to do. Just dump a can in there. Simple as that. I need pickles, because I like pickles on my cheeseburger. So I'm going to take some pickles out of this jar right here and just dump them straight on the board like that. But now we're going to come in here and just chop these pickles up. I mean, just mince them. If you want to go get a relish, a sweet relish or whatever, you can do that too. But I normally do it this way when I make this here at the house. And so far, I've had no complaints. Good enough. That looks good right there. Let's grab a bowl over here and dump our pickles in. Okay, I'm thinking pretty much everything's prepped except the bacon. I'm gonna clean off my knife. I cleaned off the table, but not the knife. So I'm gonna take this bacon out. I have 1.5 pounds of bacon. Why? It's bacon. Why not? But here's where you can do you. You can do it the way you want to do it. I like to go ahead and cut my bacon up into pieces, cook it on a griddle that way. That way it's already chopped up. It's already ready to go. You can go ahead and cook it and then chop it up. However you want to do it. Works good either way. But I'm going to just go ahead and just cut mine into little pieces. Little bite-sized pieces of bacon. And there you go. Bacon is now cut up. So, I do believe all the prep is done. Being that's the case, let's take the bacon over to the griddle and get things cooking. Come on. Well, I'm seeing that white smoke. You know what that means? It means time to put some groceries down on this griddle. Let's start off with this bacon. Oh, yeah. Love that sizzle. Now, this is what it's about right here. Bacon on the Blackstone. Spread it out and let it cook. I've said it once and I'll say it again. There ain't nothing, and I mean nothing, like bacon frying up on that Blackstone. Well, y'all, this bacon is looking good. I mean, look at that right there. That is what you want right there. So we're just going to take it and just kind of slide it over here to the side, trying to leave that much bacon grease as we can in the center, because we have hamburger meat to cook up, and we're going to cook it up in that bacon grease. Now I have roughly about 2.5 pounds, almost 3 pounds here that we're going to cook up. Man, you know this is going to be good. Hamburger cooked in bacon grease. Does it get any better? Yes, it does. We're going to use this whiskey blend. Yeah, whiskey burger, my bad. Whiskey burger seasoning by Blackstone. I absolutely love this. It's one of my go-to burger seasonings, besides my own, of course. But man, this right here is amazing on smash burgers. Let's get that mixed in now. Get this hamburger to frying up. Now, we need our onion. We got the burger going fairly well. Let's get the onion in here. And see, I did half an onion, and I don't even think I'm going to use all of it. You see how much I have left, so that's how much I used. That way this onion will get cooked in with that burger meat, and all them flavors will get fused together, along with that bacon. And just spread this out and let it cook a little bit. That simple. But man, this burger cooking up in that bacon grease along with these onions and that whiskey burger seasoning. Yes, sir, this is smelling good already. Speaking of bacon, look at this pile of goodness I have right over here, y'all. And just like that, y'all, this burger is done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut this far burner off over here with this bacon sitting. We're going to drain the grease out of this burger. We don't want a greasy cheese dip. We just want a cheese dip. So get all that grease out of this stuff. And once it's fairly well drained, just put it over here with that bacon. Let's do the rest of it that way, and then we're going to get to cooking. So now you see there's a lot of grease left on this griddle. We don't need that grease no more. So let's just take it, put it down that back hatch. We need a good, clean surface to cook on. And there we go. Fairly well cleaned up. Now, let's get started on a cheese dip. So here's our pan of cheese. You know what we're going to do with it? Put it right here on the grill. Put it right there. Now we need our half and half. And guess what? Just like last time, didn't open it. Uh-oh. I don't think I'm going to open it this time. There it goes. I opened it. You know, some things just don't work out sometimes. But either way, we're going to add just a little bit of half and half in here. Then we're going to come in here and add all of this goodness right here. All of this bacon cheeseburger into the mix. The two things are going to happen. You got heat from the bottom. Now you got heat from the top and throughout. Going to help melt that cheese on down. There we go. Now, just kind of start trying to incorporate everything together. Because now it comes down to just kind of stirring things up and just moving things around, getting it all mixed together. So now we got it mixed up. We'll just let it cook for just a few minutes. Not look like much right now, but I promise you this, it is really, really going to be good once it comes together. Man, but it smells delicious already. And so now it just comes down to just every few minutes or so, you just want to come in here and just give it a mix. Look how it's starting to melt, y'all. That's what you want right there. If you need to, and which I don't yet, you can add more of that half and half. Go sparingly on it at first, because once this cheese melts down, it's going to get kind of creamy anyhow. But yeah, see how it's coming together already? You know this is going to be some good eating. You just know it is. So now I've stirred it up just a little bit more, let it cook a little longer or whatever. Now I'm going to add some more of this whiskey burger into it. Get that seasoning all in them cheeses, not only in that meat, but in them cheeses. This right here is going to be amazing, y'all. So let's get that mixed in all together. But look, I want you to look just how good this is coming already. Now, it really hadn't been that long, y'all. You know it's going to be good when that cheese strings like that. Yes, sir. That's what you want. Cheesy, cheesy. So at this point, just every few minutes come in here and stir it up. If it gets too thick or whatever, add a little bit more of that half and half. It's going to turn out perfect. But just look at how good this is turning out already, y'all. Yes, sir. This is going to be some good cheese dip right here. Y'all, I do believe this cheese dip is done. I mean, look at how beautiful this turned out. And honestly, it's only been on the griddle maybe 10 minutes. Maybe. So what I'm going to do is, like, this is really heavy. Very heavy. So I'm going to get my cutting board out and another pan. And I'm going to take this and just set it in that other pan just for more support. Speaking of which, let's go over here and check it out. Come on. Y'all, turned out pretty, didn't it? But we ain't done yet. Remember them pickles we had? We're going to use that as kind of a garnish on top. You take and just sprinkle it around. Man. That way, when you dip that chip, you get some of that pickle in there. Oh, yeah. Use as little as much as you want. Personally, I like a lot of pickle on mine. That's enough, I think. And these green onions, just a little on top, just kind of finish it off. Nothing major. And if you want, I just thought about this. Where's it at? You can come in here with just a little bit of red onion. Just to add a little color to the top of it. There you go. What you think about that? Did I say red? I meant purple. I meant red. I meant whatever color this is, add it on there. But anyhow, there it is, y'all. Super delicious. I'm telling you, I ain't even tried it yet. I know it's good. We make it all the time. But for right now, you need to check this out. I'm telling you right now, if you want a good game day tailgate dip or just a dip like I'm making right now for the family to eat on, this bacon cheeseburger cheese dip is exactly what you and your family's been wanting. I mean, that thing is just full of flavor, and you can see all the toppings on top, just make it that much better. So what you think about that dip? Kind of want to make a reel out of this, so I'll put my hands up on my hip. When I dip, you get it. Anyway, break out your chips. And let's try this out. Wait a minute, here we go. Got a chip, get a little dill pickle on here, a little green onion. Well, it fell off. Oh, yeah. Dude, that's a cheeseburger on a chip. I gotta have another one. That's so good. That is so good. All right. Y'all, make it like this, and you can thank me later. I'm telling you, this is perfect tailgating. Perfect for just get-togethers. Perfect for just making on an afternoon like this. The family wanted some dip. I made them some dip. That simple. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please share it out. Tell everybody about it. Also, look us up on Facebook, Instagram. We're on Twitter. We're on Pinterest. We're on YouTube. We're everywhere. Check us out. Share us out. Tell a friend. We'll see you next time.